All right, guys. So I have a quick tip, all right, for seven-figure product launches. And this applies to you if you're in e-commerce or you are in info products or potentially software as a service. You're launching some kind of product-based business. You want to get more product sales. And these are, three deadly mistakes that destroy and kill your seven-figure product launch. So don't make these mistakes. But the problem is these things are so easy for product sellers to fall into because they simply don't know any better, and they just happen to have uh, bad habits and bad thinking around how their product is gonna sell. So make sure you're avoiding this um, if you want to at all have a seven-figure product launch. Like, these things will destroy your seven-figure product launch. And the first mistake here is not driving enough traffic to your product. So if you have your e-commerce store up, don't just expect that people are gonna find it, out of the blue. That people are gonna magically find your store and actually buy. You need to actually run traffic to your product launch. So you need to get enough volume of traffic that conversions can occur. So not driving traffic, not driving enough traffic, that's a big mistake. Like, you see people launch an online store, and maybe what they do is they actually think that people are gonna come in automatically or through something like SEO or search engine optimization. Now, search engine optimization is a powerful thing when done correctly, but it takes time. It takes a long time to work because you need to build backlinks to your store or to your info product website or to your software as a service. So in the meantime, what's your plan for getting traffic? If you don't have a plan and you're not driving traffic in real volume, it's gonna be destructive to your seven-figure product launch dreams, right? So make sure you avoid that deadly mistake. Now, mistake number two is people are too scared to test out paid traffic. So what you see often in small businesses is that small businesses want traffic that's entirely free, which is all right because I understand it. As a small business person myself, I understand. Like, you're trying to save money, you're trying to be economical, you're trying to kind of get out there on a lean kind of approach, and that's great. But if you have a product that's been selling and you're making cash, it's almost criminal not to test out paid traffic. There's this saying that we have in the English language: you get what you pay for. It doesn't always work that way, but in a lot of cases, and in particular in traffic, it does work that way. Although you gotta buy your traffic from reputable traffic sources, right? Don't just write a check and expect to get the best quality traffic without actually testing out and verifying and making sure the traffic is what it is. Then I would recommend buying traffic from reputable sources like YouTube ads, Twitter ads, Instagram ads. What's the other one? There's a bunch of these like LinkedIn ads. Those are good. Might be more expensive, but still pretty good. Um, those are gonna be reputable traffic sources where you can get really good, high quality traffic for your launch. And that leads us into mistake number three, deadly mistake. This is a deadly, deadly mistake, just like the other ones. And that's an over reliance on paid traffic. What? Yes, I know I just said you gotta be willing to step into paid traffic, but often what I've also observed and what happens in info products, e-commerce, SaaS, product-based businesses, is the entrepreneur comes out with a product idea and then they run some Facebook ads or some YouTube ads and they get some initial success. And they write that ad out, and then somehow their business kind of stalls out at some point where their product just kind of stalls out and it's still selling, but sales are not increasing. They might even be shrinking, and they're still spending the same, maybe even more, on ad spend. So the problem that happens here is when you have an over reliance on paid traffic, what it means is you are a one trick pony. You are dependent on the advertising platforms. You have no second or third tricks for driving traffic to your launch, and that's a problem. So what you really should be doing is you should be experimenting with other traffic sources. You should be looking to get into some organic social media marketing. You should be running some PR campaigns. You should be running some growth hacks, right? To get more traffic, experiment. That's how you break out of those limiting constraints, those boxes that trap your product sales in a in a no growth area. So those are the deadly mistakes to avoid if you want to have a seven-figure product launch. Avoid these and you see a lot more success. If you need some free resources to help you with your product sales, you can grab my freebies. The links will be in the description.